fans, we're back after intermission, taking care of all the technical difficulties. Hope everybody's doing fine. Did everybody get a beer or an alcoholic beverage? You kids, did you get your pops and pizzas? Either way, I hope everybody got all their refreshments and concessions. Here we go, starting the fights off for you one more time, ladies and gentlemen. Your first contest is in the grappling division of Michigan Extreme Combat Sports. Your first fighter making his way out for this grappling contest, fighting out of the red corner. Please welcome Chad Phipps.
Chad Phipps, real strong kid.
Yeah, I'm familiar with both of these names. This could be interesting, although it's a grappling match, so we'll see what they got for ground pedigree here.
Well, I know Chad's a very strong wrestler, not a guy you want to be in the clinch with. I mean, I had a tough time with him, and I got about 20, 30 pounds on him.
Yeah, he looks like he's got a lot of muscle. So really stocky, really wide base. Yeah, being a grappling matchup, this is actually going to be scored by Danny McIntyre. He is really good at point jiu-jitsu scoring. In fact, Danny does the judging for all of our grappling matches here at MECS. So what you're going to see here is a little different. You'll see Short Stack Robinson calling out points from point jiu-jitsu, and Danny's going to be setting cage side, tallying those up.
His opponent making his way out to the blue corner. Please welcome Matt Barron.
And you'll see they both have ankle bandanas on, too, to represent color corner.
Very similar to like a wrestling match in that regard.
It's an alternative to the tape on the gloves. And also Short Stack, you'll see, has corresponding bands on his wrists. When he raises his hand on that side, that means a point for that fighter.
Do we know how many rounds and the duration of the rounds that they're going to be going?
I am not entirely sure at this point. I used to know. So we got Matt Barron coming out now. He's sporting the East-West martial arts gi, which I think he's going to take off.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to go with the rash guard.
Yep. Yeah, you don't see too much gi grappling in the cage in Michigan here. I've seen Matt Barron grapple before. His jiu-jitsu is pretty on point. I believe Phipps is as well. This is going to be really interesting.
Mixed martial arts fans, the following contest is scheduled for one 5-minute round in the grappling division of Michigan Extreme Combat Sports, being brought to you by Hope Urgent Care. Introducing your fighters first, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the white trunks trimmed in blue. Standing 5 feet 8 inches tall, he weighed in at 185 pounds. He's a freestyle mixed martial artist representing Michigan Extreme Combat Sports. He brings with him to the cage a record of 1 win and 1 loss. Fighting out of and representing Westland, Michigan, here is Chad Phipps. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the black trunks trimmed in red. Standing 5 feet 10 inches tall, he weighed in at 185 pounds. He's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu specialist representing East-West Mixed Martial Arts. Fighting out of Plymouth, Michigan, coming to the cage with a record of 2 wins and 1 loss. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Matt Barron. referee Josh Shortstack Robinson.
Yeah, you can tell Matt has some traditional martial arts background by his stance and some of his movements.
And you can tell Chad is definitely a wrestler. Just coming right out with the stance, I mean, he looks like a wrestler.
Oh, yeah.
But he doesn't have the cauliflower ears, so he must have been one of those good kids that always wore his headgear. Yeah, muscling him up against the cage here in the clinch. Chad's got double underhooks. Matt looks like he didn't even want to mess with him in the clinch.
Yeah, he
Pulled
tried
guard.
to pull. Oh, hip. Interesting.
Ooh, very interesting. Chad on his back. Like most wrestlers, they don't tend to pull guard. They usually just try to get up.
Ooh, hooks in. Phipps is in top mount.
Yeah, Chad is not somebody you want on top of you. It's not pleasant. And he's very hard to get off. I mean,
Yeah, Matt's staying very composed, though. You can tell he's not losing his cool here. He's been here before.
yeah, he's been here before. I mean, he's got a lot of good guys to train with at East West. Yeah, a lot of good fighters go in and out of that gym. Yeah, I'm sure John Toth has had him in this position more than once.
Yeah.
And having John Toth on top of you is scarier than having Chad.
Yeah. So Barron is going to have a hard time peeling Phipps off of these because he's got such a heavy base and he's got the hooks in.
Now, how much different is this than your typical MMA match where, I mean, in an MMA match when there's position kind of a...
Oh, he just tapped.
Oh, he just tapped.
I'm not sure what that was. I think something might have popped.
Chad, powerful kid. I mean, he doesn't have to do anything like a textbook, you know, triangle headlock or anything like that. I mean, he can just grab your head, squeeze, and it'll hurt.
Yeah, and I'm not sure. It appeared to me that something popped in Matt Barron's neck, maybe. He appears to be in pain still. I couldn't see from my angle because I was kind of in a north-south position from them, but I couldn't tell.
Yeah, we didn't have a good vantage point here. And what I was going to ask is in these grappling matches, when they get into kind of a stalemate where a guy has a top position, I mean, do you stand them up?
Well, technically,
they have
no.
they have to work
Ladies and
through the
gentlemen,
position.
clap your hands for both of the grapplers in this cage right now. This contest came to a halt. Your tap out came at 1 minute 32 seconds of round number 1 for your winner by Ezekiel choke submission, Chad Phipps.
Yeah, Phipps looks pretty happy about this win. To answer the question, I think that when they're on the ground like that, stalemated in jiu-jitsu, since it is jiu-jitsu, I've never seen them stand it back up like that. A la Gracie, hour and a half on the floor.
There's your camera right there.
But,
Congratulations to you. Say what you got to say to all the fighters, fans, and friends you got here tonight.
I want to thank everyone for coming out and supporting us and what we do. And I want to thank Michigan Extreme Combat Sports. I want to thank my quarterman Mike over here.
Well, as you can see with the microphone, when Chad gets a hold of something, he doesn't let it go.
Well, we're waiting to see it, man. Congratulations, nonetheless. It was a good grappling match. Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Chad Phipps.
Nice show.
Chad.
Yeah, with the jiu-jitsu matchups like that, when they're on the ground like that, unfortunately, you don't have all the tools that you can use in MMA. I mean, you can cross-face and push off, but as far as posturing up, striking to make an opening, unfortunately, you don't have that route to explore. So you just have to kind of bide your time and work through your position and wait for an opening if your opponent gives you one.
One of those events or one of these events.
All right, next fight coming up, Ryan Rowland, Mike Minsky. I'm very much looking forward to this. I mean,
Michigan Extreme Combat
sitting here
Sports
doing
does have
color
a tent,
commentary,
and
you're
they are
supposed to be
located in Romulus, Michigan.
unbiased,
So
and
whether
I
you're
have
a
to kind
fighter
of
or you
say
just wanna
I can't
train
be
like
that
a
right
fighter,
now. I mean, a
make sure you
former
stop by
student of
and
mine
see
in a top
Kevin and
boxing
Melissa
class up
with
at Michigan Extreme Combat Sports for a
Gym.
few months.